Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. We're coming up on the 5th annual Dare to Care Cut-a-Thon. It's a fundraiser for hospice. City of Covina Mayor Walter Allen III joins us, and good to see you. This is not a telethon, it's a cut-a-thon.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. This is in honor of your wife, isn't it, Walter?
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, what occurred was my wife had terminal cancer, and we were maintaining her health pretty well, I thought. And what happened is that she had a really bad cold, and her doctor said, you know, Walt, we need to let's put her in a hospital facility to give you a break. To give you some rest, and then you can visit her. And they suggested that I put her in a hospice facility, and it turned out to be Citrus Valley Hospice, which is located in West Covina, but it's just right on the borderline of Covina. So we took her down to the hospice facility, and it was only supposed to be a 2-day stay. But what wound up happening is that the doctor came in to give her another checkup. And the doctor smiled at me and said, Walt, I really need to, can you talk with me a second? I went out into the lobby area of the hospice facility, and the doctor started crying. And she had a really good friendly relationship with my wife, and she told me that my wife only had a matter of hours to live. So what turned out to be just some routine maintenance and dealing with her cold turned out to be her final hours of life.
And certainly you weren't expecting that. You
Absolutely
were thinking,
not.
I'll get a rest now, and
Right.
she'll be well taken care of.
It was devastating. So from that point on, my wife was still, her faculties were there. She was talkative, and we talked. And there were no words that we exchanged with one another, telling her that her life was at an end. She knew that it was. So at that point, the hospice facility staff really assisted me with her final hours of life. What occurred is that she would be placed in the hospice on a Monday, and then the following day at 4:10 p.m. she passed.
So barely a 24-hour period.
Yes.
And so now we have this cut-a-thon. And
well, that's interesting. What happened was this. I went to get a haircut at one of the local salons. As a matter of fact, this particular salon was featured on Bravo Channel, Tabitha Salon Takeover. And I had, when I was a mayor at that time, I was asked to come on the show during this show and present the salon staff with the certificate from the city of Covina. Well, after that, I started going there to get my hair cut. What little hair I have.
You've got about 30 seconds to wrap this up.
Okay. So what happened was that the stylist there, Albert Cortez, said, well, we'd like to honor you and your wife and do a fundraiser.
And so this will be for the hospice.
Yes.
And everybody will have their hair cut, and they don't have to get it all cut off.
Right. It's just a haircutter style. And what happens is that every dime goes to the hospice program.
What a great story. Thank you so much for joining us, and condolences, even though this happened in 2009, you'll never ever get over it, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Walter Allen III, the City of Covina Mayor, thank you for joining us here on Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw.